Okay, so hello friends and welcome back to Clan Generator. So usually, and I am actually working on a new Clan Generator challenge series. If you want me to bring back Clan, I definitely will. But I haven't played them in a long time, and my art has wildly improved since then. It's not perfect, but it's better. But basically I thought I'd give the actual gameplay a go. So I'm not gonna click continue. This is currently this is Clan. This is the current clan that I'm working on for the next Clan Generator challenge, and that's just like a clan that I play in my free time. But yeah, I was thinking maybe we could make a clan. So, new clan, so there are 3 different modes. I'm assuming if you're here you know what they are, but just in case you aren't. So there's classic mode. This mode is Clan Generator at its most basic. The player will not be expected to manage the minutiae, I don't know how to pronounce that, of clan life. Perfect for a relaxing game session or for focusing on storytelling. With this mode, you are the eye in the sky, watching the clan as their story unfolds. Expanded mode, which is my personal favorite until Cruel Season comes out, of course. A more hands-on experience. This mode has everything in classic mode as well as more management focused features. Additional include illnesses, injuries and permanent conditions, herb gathering and treatment, and the fresh kill pile with a nutrition system. With this mode you'll be making the important clan life decisions, and Cruel Season coming soon. This mode has all the features of expanded mode, but is significantly more difficult. If you'd like a challenge with a bit of brutality, then this mode is for you. You heard the warnings. A Cruel Season is coming. Will you survive? Okay, so we're gonna go for expanded mode. And for a clan, I'm thinking maybe just like a quaint little clan, maybe like Hollyhockclan? Like, I have some hollyhocks, or at least I used to have some hollyhocks in my garden. I don't actually remember if I still have them last time I looked in my garden. But yeah, I think Hollyhockclan would be like a cute little clan. They're really nice flowers. I actually really like them. I'd recommend looking them up. I'm sorry if you can hear background noises. So how about, why don't we call it Hollyhockclan? And so these are the cats that have been randomly generated for us. I usually play with the shaders on so that their sprites have like shading. But because, like I said, I'm doing a Clan Generated challenge, I've been looking at them, like the sprites in Ash Clan, without the shading so that I know what their colors are and stuff. So I'll turn that on, like, once we select the cats, because going back to the main menu resets them, and I don't want to do that, because these cats look really cool. So first up, we have little Blue Kid. She's polite and interested in oddities. I'm already in love with her. Holy crap. Bleakbeam, sorry. He is an adult, shameless, a learner of law, and has a helpful insight. Interesting. Myrtle Stem. She is so pretty. Oh my. Wow. She is a senior adult. She's childish, a den builder, and a great climber. Canary Leaf. Ooh, is that a scar or is that tortie? I mean, because male torties are possible. They're just really rare, like genetically. So he, like, really, really rare. He is a senior, he's thoughtful, so basically he would be an elder if, like, well, usually they would retire at around, like, 120 moons old, but they can retire later or earlier than that, but it has to be around that age. He's thoughtful, helpful insight, and has a natural intuition. I kind of like him. He would be a neat little elder to have. I like him. Sky Kid. She is quiet and oddly observant. Okay. Why do I love the two kids? Like, well, you know, I guess having the two kids, I guess, because they're young. I mean, it's not a bad thing loving the kids, because hopefully they have their whole lives ahead of them. Primstripe. He is an adult, careful, and a good fighter. Yeah, no, I kind of like him. To me, he's kind of giving Whitestorm vibes. I don't know about you, but Nectarpool. Ooh, he's cold and splashes and puddles. Okay, I actually kind of like him. Oh, wrong cat. Magpie Flake. Oh, okay, so I might have to change the name. The only reason, because I love black and white cats with the name Magpie, but there's actually a cat in Ash Clan that you haven't met yet, because I haven't done that episode/series yet, because I'm working on it. I'm drawing the cats. It's just like I draw like one cat per day, okay? It takes a hot minute, okay? Like by the time I'm recording this. So if I do pick him, I'll probably have to change the name to try and keep like the names consistent. But I'll try and choose something that also kind of like respects kind of the fact that he was called Magpie. So he's an adult grumpy, as fast as the wind, and a helpful insight. Okay, I really like him. I don't know what kind of role we'll be able to get him, but hopefully we can fit him in somewhere. Marigold eyes. Well, that's interesting because your eyes are green, but okay. He is a young adult, compassionate, and a law keeper. Yeah, I kind of like him. Blue Puppy. Oh my. She is an adult, nervous, and a great climber. Okay. She is incredible, and she's giving main character energy. Why? Fringe Pool. I imagine he probably has a fringe then, and like it's kind of like a distinct characteristic, so he was named after that. I don't know. He's an adolescent male. He's confident and oddly observant. Okay, I quite like him. And last but definitely not least is Birch Puppy. Two with the suffix puppy. Also, I accidentally called this suffix, I think. I meant prefix. So if we pick both of these guys, or gals, I guess, might have to choose or change one of their suffixes. So yeah, she's a young adult, she's childish, and a den builder. Okay, well we need to choose a leader to lead our clan through any obstacle. I don't think Myrtlestone would really be up for it, considering the fact that she's childish. Primstripe definitely would. But, like I said, he's giving Whitestorm energy, so I kind of want him to be the deputy before the leader. I don't know, just for character development. With, like, Bleakstar, actually a shadeless leader for Hollyhockclan. I quite like that, personally. So, we have Bleakstar. Choose your deputy. This cat will support their leader and take charge when things go awry. So definitely Primstripe, and then choose your medicine cat. They communicate with StarClan and take care of the clan. Nervous, compassionate, but he is pretty young, and there's like nothing wrong with that, but we want to try and make sure that there's an experienced medicine cat. I notice how when you first like generate up the cats, age doesn't really have anything to do with the amount of experience that they have, but like I like to try and keep it kind of realistic, I guess, if that makes any sense. So I think I'm gonna go for Blue Poppy. And if we also pick Birch Poppy, I definitely want to keep the name Blue Poppy because I think that's really cool. And then recruit 4 to 7, not 47, but 4 to 7 more cats into your clan and choose wisely. We can't pick all of them. Definitely Blue Kit and Sky Kit. I think Canary Leaf. I don't want to pick too many. Marigold Eyes. Oh, Nectar Pull. Oh, I really don't want to pick too many. How about French Paw? Okay, so we have a lot of young cats in the clan. I'm sorry, you three, but I want to try and cut down on how many cats that we have in the clan, because I don't want the clan to get too big. We only have one warrior, though. Okay. Well, I guess we'll just have to go for Magpie Flake. I'm sorry, Birch Poppy and Myrtle Stem, you didn't make it. I'm so sorry. Well, I'm thinking definitely the forest. I have dark mode on, but I can totally change that, for like camp, reasons. So we have classic, the gully, the grotto, and the lakeside. Well, hollyhocks aren't actually aquatic, or like I guess they could grow like relatively near water, but like I wouldn't put them in the lakeside to do with hollyhocks. Gully? I don't know, I think maybe classic. Oh, and there's fireflies. Oh, that's so cool. Like, maybe classic actually. I mean, I don't know, classic's kind of plain. Hang on, let me quickly look up, where do hollyhocks grow? Okay, where do hollyhocks grow best? Okay, bright spot, full of sun, and do not tolerate shade well, which probably wouldn't mean that they like, how do you say, they like being in the forest, but you know what, we're gonna ignore that. I'm pretty sure I looked it up and they were more like forest-esque, so the gully would be a good choice, but I feel like around the gully would be pretty shaded, so I think we are gonna end up going for the classic. Next step, so there isn't a hollyhock symbol. It's okay, we can try and pick a cute little flower, maybe, like bluebell, maybe like bliss, I don't know, I think that's pretty cute. Basil, oh I like basil. Berry, well, they don't, despite having the name Holly, they don't actually have any berries. I never know how to pronounce that. Banat, Baddock, Conker. We got a lot of conkers around here, in autumn, or I guess fall as one would say in America. Daisies, dandelion, doe, crouch. Well, I guess the closest would probably be lupin or lupine. Like the closest picture would kind of make sense like that. Larkspur. Wait, Wait a minute. Let me just double check. Is Hollyhock the same, is Hollyhock the same as Larkspur? Because I remember, yeah, no, I was thinking of Delphiniums, which the only reason I thought of Larkspur and Hollyhocks being the same thing, just different names, is because I also have quite a few Delphiniums, and they're both kind of those like kind of tall flowers with like the really tall kind of shoot up stems, and then it's kind of like a tower of like flowers sticking out and stuff. So I mean Hollyhocks look a lot different to Delphiniums and Hyacinths, but I guess maybe the closest you can get is a Hyacinth. I don't think an orchid. All these are looking cooler. Wait, what on earth? A milk clan? Well, that would be a very interesting name for a clan. Oh my goodness, that's really pretty art. Okay, I'm getting way too distracted. Let me just look. Wait, no, there was a mole clan symbol. Well then, I need to change the mole clan symbol. I didn't know there was a mole clan symbol. It didn't give me a mole clan symbol. Maybe there was a new symbol since the update or something. Oh, I love that, but it doesn't look like a hollyhock. Wait, myrtle is a flower? Okay. Okay, shh. Just pick the thing. Okay. Oh. Okay, let's just pick this one. It's as close as we can get right now. Done. Okay. Okay, that was loud. And so I'm gonna try and think of a story, and I will see you guys in I guess next episode, because commencing animatic, I guess. Okay, so I wasn't exactly able to do what do you call it, animatic, but because it would just take ages and I wanted to publish this or post this or whatever you say, but I was able to do a speed paint of Bleak Star, so I hope that's okay with you. So basically, the story that I have is, there was a group of strays, not exactly in harmony with each other, but lived together in a grimy alley out of their lack of two legs. They lived, as well as you could in such a terrible place, but one day they noticed that the stray dogs in the area had started to go missing. At first, the strays were pleasantly thrilled by this, but soon so did neighboring stray cats, and one day a young stray in their group, B, suddenly went missing and never came back. The group was pretty shaken, and B's brother, Sammy, who is going to end up being Nectable, was in panic, trying to desperately find his sister, but the group was worried and didn't want to lose anybody else. I mean, they may not have been terribly close, only in a group for survival, but that didn't make them bad cats, and after all, Sammy was young and vulnerable. Bleak, of course, Bleak Star, one of the adult strays, tried to calm down Sammy, trying to get him to stay in the alley whilst the group sorted things out, but Sammy refused, vowing that he would try and find his sister and bring her back. Bleak trying to convince him, the group that kept trying, there we go, to convince him. The group didn't even know why all these strains were going missing, And although he did want to be back, of course, Blake didn't want to risk any other strays going missing out of the good of his heart. But Sammy ran off, Bleak chasing after him. Sammy tried to lose Bleak, but Bleak was older and faster and was about to catch Sammy when suddenly a net on some sort of pole crashed down onto Sammy, and a two-leg walked out of the darkness, taking Sammy hissing and spitting into the back of a two-leg monster. Bleak was, of course, shocked that the two-legs were the ones taking the strays. I mean, sure, the two-legs usually found the stray animals in the big two-leg place annoying, but they usually just avoided them. Well, at least they knew who was kidnapping the stray cats, Bleak tried to remind himself as he watched the two-leg climb into the two-leg monster, but he couldn't shake the guilt he felt as he was about to watch Sammy be taken away, never to be seen again. Bleak sighed, getting ready to squeeze through a gap he had noticed in the back of the two-leg monster, and entered into the back of the two-leg monster, revealing not just Sammy, but an elderly cat along with two kits. Bleak quickly bit down on their cages, remembering how these things worked from his past as a kitty pet, remembering how he slept in a more humane version of these cages. Unlike his fellow strays, Bleak had loved his two legs, but they had passed away, and Bleak was left on the streets by their relatives. Once everyone was free, Bleak guided Sammy to take one of the kids and squeeze out of that gap, and Sammy rolled out of the moving two-leg monster, soon to be followed by the elder, and lastly Bleak carrying the other kit. Sadly, they had no idea where they were, getting lost in the chase of Sammy and the moving two-leg monster. The shaken cats found a nook in between two big two-leg nests, the elder introducing himself as Bird. The elder will be Canary Leaf, I'm pretty sure that was his name, and one of the two kids perched in, saying that her name was Blue, soon to be called Blue Kit, and the younger was Sky Kit, at the time just called Sky. Bleak suggested that they slept, the sky was turning amber, as they could try and find their group again in the morning. Unknown to Bleak and the rescued cats, a cat painted in stars and night was watching over the whole event, and was impressed by Bleak, feeling pity for the cats in their situation. Downapple knew that if she didn't act, they would all eventually be taken by the two legs, and the future of the clans was uncertain if that was to happen. Downapple decided to visit Bleak that night, guiding him out of the big two-leg place. Trying to, give him information on how to get out, Follow the Hollyhocks and you shall find salvation, Downapple spoke, hoping, praying that Bleak would see the signs. Dawn had arrived, and Bleak was confused, telling the others of the strange dream. They all at first suspected that it must have been something bad that he ate, but Bleak felt like this was different. It didn't feel like a dream at all. It felt like he was really there, like a memory and not fabrication. The cats were still skeptical, but after all, they still needed to find their way back. They wandered around alleyways and streets, unsure of whether they were even going in the right direction, until Bleak noticed something out of the corner of his eye. A strange pattern on the wall, much like the other bright markings all over the big two-leg place, but this one was different. A tall, flower-looking pattern, and the strange cat in his dream's words rang in his ears once more. "Follow the hollyhocks," Bleak murmured, not as though he knew what a hollyhock was, but this was enough for him to realize that this was a hollyhock, or at least a strange wall marking of one. He called over the other cats, and they slowly began to see more of them, following the trail throughout the day, following the trail back to the group, where they were all worried, unsure of whether Bleak would return with Sammy or not. They were shocked but happy when they returned, and Bleak told them of the dream, when he noticed another new marking. Strange, he thought they were just leading them back to the group, when Maddie, to be called Blue Poppy, a usually quiet she-cat, perched in, wondering if perhaps they were leading them to a new home, a place where they weren't at risk of being captured by two legs. The group discussed this urgently, and though some were skeptical, believing that it was a coincidence, their lives were grim, and they could only ever eat crow food, never really dry, and always cold. It was beginning to get late, so they decided to sleep and let the travelling cats catch their breath. When dawn arrived, Maddie squeaked in excitement, telling them that she had dreamt of the same strange she-cat with stars in her fur. She said that the starry she-cat had confirmed Maddie's suspicions, and that they should follow the Hollyhocks to a new home. And, although some were still unsure, they were outnumbered in a vote, and the group set off, following the hollyhock patterns for hours and hours. Soon, some became uneasy, but the tulip places began to change, the nests getting smaller and cleaner, so they continued until they suddenly saw a real hollyhock as night began to rise, and the excited cats followed what soon became a trail of hollyhocks, and led the group into a strange place full of amazing scents and rushing water, along with towering trees and lush foliage. They followed the hollyhocks into a clearing where Downed Apple was awaiting, speaking of the other clans and this new clan's destiny, and so Hollyhockclan was founded. So, I didn't, read that out very well, but the only reason I didn't read that out, as well as I normally would have, is because social anxiety. I feel like it would be kind of weird if I read it out I don't know, at this point. But so if you guys like the story, please do let me know. I really, really, really hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please do consider liking, subscribing, and don't forget to tell me what you think in the comments. I do take constructive criticism. I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your days. Oh gosh, I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah. Again, I'm sorry I wasn't able to do the animatic, but I can't really draw cities very well. And basically the next episodes are gonna be, the actual gameplay. I also really hope that you like Bleak Star, and yeah, I hope to see you guys next time. Bye bye.